are live from the Emmy Awards. Sam Rubin and Jessica Holmes, and we're not alone the night of getting an extraordinary amount of attention and well-deserved. John Turturro, people love the show.
Yeah, well, it's a beautifully written show, and it's superbly cast, and I'm just, I was really happy to be a part of it. Steve Zalian and Richard Price were the writers, and Steve did a remarkable job. And it's a very relevant show because it's about the criminal justice system, and it's about the gray area in that system and how someone can be accused, and if you don't have money to make bail, you don't have money to have a good lawyer, you can wind up waiting a long time in a place like Rikers Island, which is worse than actually a prison. It was a real joy to work on such rich material.
And do you hope material like that facilitates change? I mean, I think
at least it brings into the spotlight. You're exploring and you're humanizing it.
Yeah.
And maybe people who don't ever think about it would say, wow, this is really unfair. When a kid can be put in solitary confinement for a misdemeanor for like 2 years as his waiting trial. So I think it's good. It's a civilizing influence.
Yeah, and
I think that's good.
And your character has so many unique little quirks, if you want to call them.
He's a quirky character. Yeah, he's got a lot of problems, but like a lot of people do.
But lovable.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes the characters were all written as human beings, and I think that's a real joy to get involved. Obviously he's got a lot of physical problems, but that was the nice challenge.
It's a great,
what you want.
A great portrayal, John. Enjoy tonight.
Thank you,
Thanks
John.
so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank
Congratulations.
you. We say goodbye to John Turturro. We say hello to Jane Fonda.
And
John
Fonda.
and DJ Fonda. So there we go.
Oh my goodness, she's so gorgeous.
Yes. No, it's always has been.
I just can't. Jane Fonda.
There she is. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Congratulated John Turturro on the body of his work.
Yes.
People love Grace and Frankie, and look at these Emmy nominations.
Yeah, isn't it fun? We're going to have a good time. Whatever happens, it'll be fun.
See, I would love to join you and Lily, because it really does seem like the two of you just have a good old time in your film.
We do. We have a good time.
She is hilarious.
She is.
And is there as much sort of laughter when you're not doing it as when you are? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Should the outtakes of Grace and Frankie be its own show?
Oh, yeah. Yes, they're always very funny. The gag reels are very funny. Yes.
And you and Lily have had a relationship over the years.
We have.
Right? So does that help with a cast like this when you have that relationship?
You work very hard when you're doing an episodic television show. This is new to me. And it really helps to be with somebody that you love.
Well, when you reference that it is new to you, you remember back in the day this very strict demarcation. Movie stars were movie stars. TV stars were TV stars. Never the twain shall meet.
Oh, yeah.
When do you think that
I was under contract to Warner Brothers in the late 50s, and they were trembling at the idea that television was going to take over and destroy the movie industry.
And now a lot of people say that broadcast television is trembling because of these streaming services. Do you think there's reason to be concerned?
I don't know. I can't answer that. But the streaming services, certainly, they are succeeding, and Netflix was the leader. And I made a movie for Netflix with Bob Redford that's coming out in not a week or something.
Really?
And the one thing people say to us is they enjoy working with Netflix so much because once you've agreed on what you're going to do, they leave you alone. There's no notes.
Yeah, no, it's true. They're a wonderful company to work for. So is HBO.
And Jane, you always have. You look amazing. Is it yoga, Pilates? What are we doing to keep in such great shape all the time?
Well, thank you very much.
Really?
No, good attitude,
Yeah?
good posture. I just came back from Venice and Florence, so I've been eating a lot of pasta. But you walk and you stay as good up here as you can.
See, and posture is the tip. Jane, it's nice to see you tonight. Enjoy tonight. Thanks so much.
Such a pleasure.
Thank you.
Love the pink.
Jane Fonda there. We take a quick break here. We are live from the Emmys. That was kind of exciting.
And did you see the back of her jewels on the back of her neck?
Oh, look at that.
Jane Fonda. Wow. All right. We are live from the Emmys. Quick break. We'll be right back.
take it. Go ahead.
All right, look who we're joined by, one of the stars of Stranger Things. Gaten, it's great to see you.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for having me.
You know, Gaten, I expected you to ride your BMX through here.
Right? I was thinking about bringing it. I thought it would take up a little bit too much space, make things a little more hectic, you know. Thought it'd be better to just keep things a little more relaxed. I think bike tricks would be a little rough.
How surprised were you over the success of Stranger Things? I mean, this thing is a phenomenon.
It's wonderful, and I was very surprised, to be honest. At first, it was a very small project. Not a lot of big names a part of it. Of course, Netflix is amazing, and of course, it's wonderful to be a part of their network. But especially because it didn't have that much advertising. I never saw a commercial for it. I only saw one billboard on Sunset, but like down way far away from like the city. So it was really awesome to see that. Like, is that traditional one you see? Like, it's kind of like painted.
Oh yeah.
Of all of us. Yep, that was the first poster that I saw, and I'm really grateful that it's been as successful as it was.
And you're so VIP now. I was saying, who dressed you? You've got designers knocking down your door.
This isn't a clip-on.
No, it's not a clip-on. This is a tie. Yeah, Ted Baker actually styled me, which is awesome because I love these shoes. I'm just gonna like.
Oh yeah, put them on. Look at this. Still with the tag on it. I love it.
Right.
I love it.
You're not sorry.
Looking fantastic. And you know what I love best about Gaten too? I said, "What's your next project? What are you working on?" And what did you say?
I'm not working on much right now. Maybe.
You're working on school.
I'm working on school.
You said
That's
school.
right. Yes, I
That's
did
a
school.
great answer.
That's right.
Yes.
Sophomore year, man. Geometry, U.S. history, literature.
I mean, are you like a lock for most popular?
I don't know about that. You know, at my school, everyone's very supportive, but you know, they make sure that they keep the whole industry out of it because I just want to be there to be a regular kid.
Well, you go have a great time tonight, Gaten.
Gaten, we all look forward to season 2, October 27th, right?
See you. Bye, Gaten.
Catherine Hahn, of course, and now Bad
Catherine.
Moms Christmas is not nominated for an Emmy, though it should likely be.
Well,
It's not a television show.
But it could be. Don't you think? It'd be a great
It felt
TV
like we
show.
were doing a series. It was so fun. It was so right after the first one that we were like, oh my God. We're like, it was so easy to slip back into those characters for sure.
Are you blown away by the fact that you had a lengthy conversation with Jane Fonda, or what of all this is just doing you in?
I love Jane Fonda so madly on a personal level. She's a goddess, and I am a kid in a can. I feel like I'm going to turn into a pumpkin at midnight. This is so fun.
But I feel like you know
love this
everyone. Do
stuff.
you know everyone?
I know a lot of people, but I'm still crazy starstruck. Are you kidding me? It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It always is like a little bit intimidating to see the people that you worship.
I
And
know.
you're like, oh.
And then you don't know if you should, which they would love to say hi to you, I know, but you don't know if you should.
Oh my gosh. And I'm still in a position where I feel like I'm going to say hi, and they're going to be like, hi. No idea who I am.
But here's the thing: they know you, and they know the variedness of your work. That's the cool thing.
It's pretty awesome. I'm really lucky that I've been able to like jump around all these genres. It feels, I feel like I'm getting away with murder for sure.
Enjoy tonight, Catherine.
Thank
nice
you,
to see you. Thanks.
Thank you
Have
so
fun.
much. Really good to see you.
You too.
All right, the bell of the ball. Here's the thing.
Oh, hey.
Why?
Oh.
Okay, Blackish is great. We'll get to that in a
I stepped up
second.
here and I was like, who is that?
Yeah.
That's not me.
There you go.
I see it now. I was looking at the wrong monitor.
To tell the truth, should have gotten a nomination because you're so good at that too.
Yeah. My mother didn't fill out her ballot in time.
Your mom is good on that show.
No, she is. She thinks the show's all about her. She really does. But we have a great time. She'll be here tonight. Watch out.
Okay, well, last year we talked to you about this, that if you didn't win, you weren't going to pretend to be happy like everybody else pretends to be happy.
Did I pretend to be happy last year?
No, you gave us the real face.
If it happens again this year, wait. I might throw things this year. I just might.
But people love Blackish so much, and I think it's because, and maybe I'll just speak for myself, as a kid growing up, I loved those family shows where I could sit down with everybody, and I looked at a mom and a dad and kids that were functioning and happy, and I mean, they had real stuff, but I think people long for that.
No, we do. And developing the show when Kenya Barris, who created our show, when we sat down 5 years ago, that's exactly what we wanted to do. We looked at the landscape of television and what was missing from it for us as viewers. And, we grew up Norman Lear fans, All in the Family, The Jeffersons, Good Times. Those are shows that we wanted to emulate and bring to the forefront, that had social commentary, that dealt with real issues, and that was also comedic, and that the entire family could sit down and watch together.
Anthony, look at the monitor here. We're going to press a button, and one of your TV kids is with Doug Kolk and Megan Henderson.
Okay.
If they press the button properly, we'll see it pop up, and then you can evaluate your TV.
What's up?
Here's one of them.
Oh, look at Look at Kayla.
How does she do on the show?
You know what? She is a living legend at 9 years old. That's how when she started with us. I love Kayla. Yeah. Can she hear us?
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can. And what do you want to say to him?
She's wearing 6-inch heels tonight.
Oh, she says you look dapper.
Yes, you look dapper.
I'm talking about your TV dad or your TV brother?
Oh.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Kayla, what's up?
How does he look?
You look dapper as well.
Thank you, thank you. You look beautiful.
Well,
Yes, you are going to win. You're going to take that W. We are going to take that W.
Believe in you,
I like
Anthony.
that.
Believe in you.
We are going to win. We're going to win tonight.
Yeah, we all gonna win. Let's go.
All of us.
This is what we like about Anthony is he's the one who's very honest about, hey, look, we're not here to not win. We're here to actually win.
We're here to take home the W. That's the only way we operate.
We don't lace up our shoes to take second in a race.
Yeah, exactly.
We're here to set records, baby. World records.
Hey, can we talk about him as a TV dad and what kind of advice he imparts on you?
I think Anthony, one of the biggest pieces of advice I think we all echo is that Anthony has taught us school is for suckers, okay? We're here to act, all right? No, but seriously, Anthony is such an inspiration. I mean, every single scene that he does is just ridiculously wild and amazing, and he's just super cool TV dad.
Yep.
And then is there? Oh, look
Here
at
you go.
Look what he's
Allow
rolling with.
hundreds.
Wait, Anthony, are you going to a poker game afterwards? You
No,
got
I'm paying my kids all night to say good things about me.
that was a Pat O'Brien roll of
Anybody
money.
wants to be
Oh
his
my
kid.
God! I've never seen that much dough in a long time.
I hope little Caleb saw that.
Yeah, is it? Are there times where you guys are having so much fun, some director or somebody says, hey, wait a minute, we actually have to do this?
That happens all the time. They cut us off too early, I think,
Yeah,
sometimes.
they cut us off too early. But I try to run a loose set because after we give what's on the page, we start to go in and ad-lib, and that's when the real magic happens. And I'd like to say this about Marcus Scribner. Marcus Scribner was great when he started out 4 years ago, but I love the actor that he's become, the comedic genius that this young man has become over the last 4 years. I think I'm responsible for that, but I still like to give him his props for that.
Thank you. All right.
Gentlemen, you
know what?
enjoy
I'm gonna
that.
give this back now. There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, you're carrying
Yeah.
rolling deep, too. All right.
See how it goes?
Take your big money. Go on your way. Good to see you, man.
Thank you guys so
Congratulations.
much.
Good to see you.
Congratulations.
Very good. Here comes Millie Bobby Brown. We're going to work her way up
Okay.
here. There we go.
Hi,
Millie. How are
we'll
you?
We'll help you up, sweetheart.
Good to see you.
What a beautiful.
You were my first live interviewer.
There we are.
There we are.
And you might recall we had that live interview, and a little man named Denzel Washington came up at the SAG Awards and gave you that wonderful advice.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was really cool.
Okay, honey, you are the belle of the ball.
The belle
this
of the
is the best
ball.
thing. Did you feel like a princess when you got into it?
Yes, I felt like a princess. Oh, look at me!
Look
Oh,
at
that's
you.
so weird.
A vision.
No, I felt like a princess. It's truly awesome to be wearing Calvin Klein. I never thought I'd be wearing it, and it's a very exciting night for everyone.
Here's the thing. People love this show. They have a great affection for it. And what's happened to all the quote-unquote kids on the show is an enormous boost to your career on the show and off of the show. The phone hasn't stopped ringing, has it?
Oh, I don't know if my phone's ringing or not. I just text my friends. My friends call me, but I don't know about that stuff. I mean,
What do your friends think?
They're very supportive. I feel like I'm very lucky. I can only count my friends on one hand, so my true friends anyway. But we have an awesome friendship, and they support me throughout everything.
And if you win this evening, you will be the youngest Emmy winner of all time.
Yeah, I will. It's very exciting. I don't want to think about it. I'm like, ah!
I know, but it's exciting.
It is very exciting.
Well, we will see you backstage. I'll be your first post-Emmy win interview, too.
Don't say that.
Okay.
Don't say
Enjoy
that.
the night.
And twirl that dress all
Okay.
the way down the carpet. Oh my goodness. She's
James
so
Corden, how do you follow Millie Bobby Brown looking as beautiful as she does?
Well, I mean, how do you follow anybody looking as beautiful as they do at these events? Jessica Biel's over there. All I've really got is this face.
But can I say, who am I most excited to meet?
Oh, come on, you're lying.
This guy
You're
right
very
here.
kind.
James
That isn't
Corden.
true. Come
you
on.
are the biggest deal in Hollywood,
That's
sir.
not true. You're very lovely. Thank you.
But you know what? You have retained your popularity on both sides of the pond. Anytime I'm in London, you're doing a slew of spots and a million other things. Did you have a fear of sorts? You come here to try to make it here, which is not easy to do, and which you have done, but leaving behind that fan base there?
I don't know. It's all a constant worry, all of it. You're constantly worried. I don't know. I never envisaged that we'd be in America this long. I thought the show would be cancelled within months. So I guess I didn't really give any thought to what would happen at home because I just thought, well, we'll be back I wouldn't even let my wife buy a couch. We rented furniture. That's how sure I was. That's how sure I was of failure.
Oh.
So, you know, we're all very, very happy and lucky to be here.
Do you have a sense now that you are going to be here for a while? I will tell you that you're going to be here for a while.
I don't know really. I do. Look, of course,
You bought a couch.
We bought a couch. We definitely bought a couch. I appreciate, you know.
Are you at the ottoman stage? Will you buy an ottoman?
I love that we're grading my contract with furniture. No, I know that I have a few years to go on my contract, and in truth, whether we stay, how long we stay, will be dependent on our children and people at home who are getting, you know, older. So we'll toss or we'll cross or burn that bridge when we get to it.
Okay.
Stephen Colbert, you've given him advice.
I haven't given him any advice.
He didn't call you up.
Yeah, well, he can't ask me for advice. He's been on the air for 15 years. If he's asking me for advice, he's in real trouble. Yeah, he's going to be great, though. I'm sure of it. Yeah.
Enjoy tonight.
Thank you,
really
James.
nice to see you, James.
Such
Thanks
a
so much.
pleasure.
Very nice to see you both.
See you.
Thank you.
See you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Stanley Tucci.
the actor's actor, Stanley
Oh, my
Tucci. Nice to see you. How are you?
See you too.
Stanley, such a pleasure.
Nice to see you.
Is there better work now than there has ever been? This seems to be our theme tonight, as some actors are saying, I'm not in one show, I'm in two, I'm in three, and I've never had this range of opportunity.
Well, the opportunities are much greater now than ever before because of all the different venues. Cable has changed everything, the internet has changed everything, and I think we're all the better for it.
And you are in feud with, it's about Betty Davis and Joan Crawford.
Yes.
What a fun, delicious kind of a role to be in, right?
Yeah, it was great.
And to work with those ladies, Susan Sarandon and Jessica Lange.
Yes, it was wonderful. Susan I knew for a long time, but I'd never met Jessica before. It was a wonderful experience.
And Ryan Murphy, he is the genius behind this as well.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting, so many things that he loves to pull the same characters into his projects.
I know.
Are you going to be one of them now?
I certainly hope so. It was a great experience. Yeah.
And I don't know, if we were to rewind 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that cast would have done that project for the movies. But the fact that it's on cable TV, I think it makes it more widely seen.
Well, I think what you can do, first of all, you can do much more because it's a longer format.
Yeah.
And also, more people will see it. It's very simple.
I was reading something about you that the greatest privilege about being an actor is getting paid to really...
Getting paid.
Getting paid to play and to do what you love and be creative. There's no greater gift.
It's the end of that great song that Bobby Darin used to sing, and I get paid for doing this.
Enjoy tonight, sir. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Stanley,
Such a
as always.
pleasure.
Thanks so much. Here comes Zoe Kravitz. There she
Zoe
is.
Kravitz! The
Okay, you might
fashionista.
win Best Dressed.
Oh, wow.
It's entirely possible.
Thank you so much.
Because Zoe, you know everybody follows you as far as fashion, and you're very much an it girl.
Thank you.
So was it a lot of pressure to pick the dress?
No, it wasn't. This was, I think, the second thing I tried on. It's Dior and Tiffany jewelry. You have to see the back.
Oh, a gradient of color.
Yes, and it just felt very special and kind of magical. So I thought, go for it.
I'm impressed that Jessica came up with gradients, which
I
is
am
true.
too, actually.
People love Big Little Lies, and they feel a deep emotional attachment to it. Did you feel that way? Were you familiar with the source material before you made it?
I read the book right after I got the role. I was familiar with the book, but I hadn't read it. And obviously, you know, when I heard the cast that was involved, it was a very easy thing to do. And it's sensitive material, and I think we were all really pleased to hear that it really did, you know, it touched a lot of people in a deep way.
Yeah. And well, the fact that your mother's Lisa Bonet, your father is Lenny Kravitz. I mean, to come from such a family of creative people, singers, musicians, actors, was that in your blood always?
I suppose so. Performing was always something I really loved to do. I would always put on little plays and things at my grandparents' house and make them watch me perform. And in school, I always joined drama club and things like that. So it was kind of something I did naturally. Yeah.
Zoe, enjoy tonight. Nice to see
Zoe.
you. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Take care. Pleasure.
Zoe leaves, but plenty of stars are on the way as we continue right here.
Live from the Emmys. We'll be right back.
Hollywood live from the Emmys. Sam Rubin and Jessica Holmes, Megan Henderson and Doug Kolk, all four of us here on the red carpet.
That red carpet.
It got filled up, and how. And we've been talking about the air conditioning but you know what? Now they need to turn it up, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
Nolan Gould, you have been to the Emmys many times, first as a wee lad, and now as a tall, strapping young man.
Yes.
Do you like this air conditioning or not?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I mean, this is what, my 8th time seeing you here. Generally, when you see me, I'm pouring sweat profusely.
As are we.
I'm like, I'm kind of holding it together now, right?
Yeah, no, it's much more comfortable.
Yeah.
And I think people will be more leisurely walking down the red carpet because it feels
so much more relaxed, guys. I'm managing. I'm doing okay.
Anthony Edwards and his TV son were doing a bit with us and revealed they were carrying, stacks of $100 bills.
wads of cash.
Wads of cash.
Everything's free for you guys tonight. You don't even need any cash.
What does he need that
Anthony Anderson is,
because Anthony Anderson's cool. Yeah, exactly. Or he's just like a big baller, and he likes carrying around a lot of money on him.
He's the baller of all time.
I don't have that kind of money to carry around, though. That's all going to like college funds.
you have a debit card, a sensible debit card.
That's just as good. Yeah, I've got my Amex in here somewhere.
Ariel already enrolled in college. Have you given that a thought yet as to what to do?
Yeah, actually, I got accepted to University of Southern California Cinematic Arts.
Congratulations.
Go Trojans.
Exactly, and so we have a little rivalry going. Ariel's UCLA, who are enemies with USC.
Yeah. Okay, this is a big deal. Are you excited when you
I'm
started?
excited. So, because Modern Family got picked up for 2 years, I'm going to have to defer for a year. Sure. And we're going to pick it up from there. But yeah, I'm going for film and TV production.
Well, you know something about that.
Yeah, I know a few things.
Did you watch the game yesterday? Everybody's talking about this USC game yesterday, which was like.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I know nothing about sports.
No, you know what? You and me are the same. It is good to see you. Enjoy
Really great
tonight.
talking to you.
Do they play football at that school?
Yes, they
Thanks
do.
so much. Thank you. Thank you. Here comes Riz Ahmed
Riz
from the night
Ahmed.
of. Here you are, sir.
Riz.
There you are. Very nice to see you. Good to see you. Congratulations.
Thank
you very much.
John was just here, and he spoke. He was that was about 5 minutes ago. It's gonna be hard to find.
I know.
People are affected by what you did.
You know, it's interesting. It was such a kind of roller coaster ride just making the show because, as you know, it was a long start process. It was a very grueling shoot. So for people to really be affected by it and to respond to it is very gratifying. And hopefully it kind of shines a spotlight on some of the issues that the show touches on, you know, injustice in our prison system or prejudice, Islamophobia. You know, I think it's the role of art to engage with some of the issues in our society, so that makes me happy.
And I think you connect with people so much, and when you're watching the show, you don't know what happened, but we're rooting for you. We believe in you and hope that you're not the guy. And even today, having conversations with people going, was it him? Did he do it? And that just shows you the connection that people had with your role in particular.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess it's the biggest testament at all, you know, to the writers and the director, Steve Zalian and Richard Price, James Marsh, who's also nominated tonight. They really just crafted the most engaging story. I mean, I binged it. I don't like watching myself, but I couldn't stop binging it. You know, I always wanted to see, and they just told the story in a really unexpected way. So, yeah, I'm just really pleased for all the team, all the cast and crew that worked so hard that we're here today.
Did you do it?
You know, it's funny when people ask me that because I feel, maybe I'm just biased, but when I watch it, it's not open to any interpretation. Of course I
It is. There's a little nugget that gets in there that
What
goes,
is that
maybe,
nugget?
I don't know. So that's interesting that we shouldn't be feeling that. That's very interesting. Okay.
Now you've upset Riz Ahmed. Tonight, going into the theater, and you talk about the idea for it's important for the arts and the artists to stand up. Do you think it'll be a political night there tonight?
Listen, all art is political. You know, I mean, there's no such thing as, art is a perspective on the world. And what you decide to focus on, the stories you decide to tell, that reflects what you think is important. So there is no such thing as art which isn't political, art which doesn't have a perspective or an opinion on the world. And so I think it's right that art should engage with the world around us. And that's why I'm wearing my ACLU ribbon, and so are many people here today, because we're living in times where free speech and free expression is under threat, you know, and so are our civil liberties. And without free speech, you can have no art, you have no Emmys, you have no entertainment. So it's right that we stand up for this.
You're also
good to see you tonight.
a musician,
Thank you very much.
something that people may not know about you, your music career as well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm trying to just do the thing and, you know, speak up and express myself.
Great to meet you.
Thank you
Congratulations
very much.
on your nomination.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Pleasure.
See you guys.
Here we go. One of the stars from Westworld is with us.
Yay!
Hi, Tessa. How are you? We're going to say hello as Tessa is chalking her wrist. Hi, Kitty.
Oh my. Hi, guys.
Yvette, nice to see you.
Yvette, see, that's the thing about tonight is you get to meet people that you want to meet.
So how excited was that to meet Rizzo just then?
Incredible. I love the work that he does. He's such like everything he does.
I know, and he's handsome.
And what he stands. No, I don't notice
You didn't
things
look
like
at
that.
that. Okay.
I really like to see what's on the inside. I'm not,
We talk about, this is the adjective, the density of Westworld.
I know. I feel like I need sort of like a guidebook, even myself. It is a show that is unraveling to the cast as it is to the audience. Really, it is.
It's like an onion. There's layers every
It is
time.
like an onion. It does sometimes make you cry as well. You need tricks for getting through it without crying.
Well, getting through it, watching it, or working on it, because I know, and people have talked about this without apology. It's a difficult thing. These scripts, and then the changes in the scripts, and all these different things.
You mean cast? So you've gotten the inside scoop. Yeah, it is difficult, but I think what we're trying to do is ambitious, and so that's the way. It's a labor of love, but that's why it's so nice to be here tonight and see it be acknowledged. You don't do it for that, but it's always nice.
And the dress is exquisite.
Thank you so much.
So pretty. Are you looking forward to hanging out with your castmates? And the whole, I think, evening that follows the award ceremony is probably a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, it's one of those weekends, I think, where you never know what's going to happen. You get to meet people. I danced with Sharon Stone last night.
Oh, wow.
When in a million years.
Was that an official party or just some private party?
It was the evening before, and then I got to talk to Susan Sarandon at a private party, and I'm a big fan. So yeah, it's I think these nights surprise you. But more than that, I'm just excited to hang with the cast and to acknowledge everyone's work, awards or not. I think people are doing such stunning work on our show and elsewhere in television.
And how is Sharon Stone as a dancer?
Incredible, exactly what you would imagine, like Sharon Stone dancing. You're like, okay, you almost forget to dance. You're like, oh, I'm supposed to be moving too.
Enjoy tonight, Tessa. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Here comes Tessa, and here comes your favorite, Jessica.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Padma.
Hello.
Padma Lakshmi. Oh, my goodness.
You jumped up onto our platform, but you almost could swim up.
It's true. I look like a big pink mermaid. I think it's a big silhouette. This Emmys. I don't know.
You can do it. You can totally pull it off. So you guys are nominated again this evening.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. I mean, Top Chef seems to be still on everyone's mind, and that's very lucky for us. We work really hard on the show, so it's nice to see that. In our 14th season, our ratings are up. They've been up for the last 2 seasons, so I'm very lucky to be here.
Are there tastes that you've experienced in 14 seasons that you'll never forget?
Oh yeah. There was a lemon curd dessert that I'll never forget. It's really, really very, very strong and intense. You feel your mouth puckering, and then they ruin your palate for the other contestants.
Padma, enjoy tonight. It's really good to see you. Thanks so much. Have a good time.
The best job in
Yes.
Right, G? You do. Have fun tonight, okay?
All right, make yourself.
All right, we're going to help you.
So hop off.
We're going to help.
Did you like that? Chrissy Metz and Milo on the way here. Here they come. And we're looking at other people making their way
in. I think Louis C.K. they said.
Yes, there it is, Louis
C.K.
Making his way. Exactly right.
Onto the Emmy red
Here
carpet.
they come. He's escorting his leading lady.
Hello.
There we go.
Hi, Chrissy.
Terrific.
Hi, Myra.
Nice to see you.
How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
How are you?
Good. You have had some experience with stuff of this ilk. We talked to you before the show came out.
Yes.
And now look what's happened, and look where you are.
I know. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
I can't. No. I can believe it.
Oh.
You're talented, you're beautiful, you're fierce as hell.
Oh.
Yep.
He's my dad. I think he's required to say that.
No, that comes from the heart, Chris.
Well,
it comes
I know
from the
it
heart.
does, Marlon. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sterling was just here and said the way you guys love each other is almost too much.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's a real family. It's real love, and it just makes it that much sweeter.
Yeah, I mean, you put a talented group of people together that care about the work and care about the art, and then you make us a family. You force us to be a family, but then it just naturally happens.
Yeah.
We really are like the luckiest people in town.
Thank goodness everyone's lovely.
So walk me through what might happen tonight, and the winner is Milo.
Chrissy Metz.
What happens?
when Milo, I will scream. I will be so excited. I cried my eyes out when his name was called during the nomination, so I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I might just jump up and down.
And a lot of people think this will be the case. If this show wins for Best Drama in an extraordinarily competitive Best Drama category, you're getting mushy already, I can tell.
Yes, it's so, network has it's been some time since it's been recognized, and I think that the show is so relevant right now. Well, could be forever because we all have feelings, and we're all trying to figure this life thing out. So I don't know. It would just be really wonderful. Yeah.
Well, America loves you, and
we love them.
And they really want to see all of you there up on stage tonight accepting that award. And we hope that happens.
It would be an honor. But I tell you, the biggest honor is knowing that we go back to work tomorrow.
Right. That we have a job that we love.
Yeah, with an amazing crew.
Is it an early call?
For
Sterling. I was like, how did I luck out?
I know, and he has a monster monologue tomorrow. Oh boy, thank God he's as good as he is.
Yeah. Joe McRaney was here much earlier on, and he said why this show is successful: quality of the casting, quality of the writing. But it's not about superheroes. It's about regular, real people, and a very diverse spectrum of regular, real people.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said earlier, that we're all trying to figure this life thing out, and we have ebbs and flows, and it's not what happens to us, but how we react to it. And I think that the Pearsons are like showing America again how to talk about stuff.
I feel like we almost are superheroes, though. Like we're the superheroes that are tangible. We're the superheroes that you can actually really relate to. Being a role model, being a father, being a good spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend, any of that, a sister, any of that. It's like we are heroic in what we do, and I think that's the best show to the audience.
Enjoy tonight,
we
both
love
of you.
You guys.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you so much.
I know. I was like,
wow, that is really exciting. That's going to be a big night for them. There we go. And here comes, thank you again, Mother, so much. Here we are.
Mr.
Good, very
Lithgow.
well.
Good.
Hello, how are you?
Good
Come on
evening.
up.
Good evening.
Hi, Mary.
Hello.
Mary, is he nervous or is he excited?
Excited. Yeah, how are you?
People love this show. Boy, do they.
Well, I'm one of those people who loves this show, and I'm in it.
So much the better.
Handy.
I have more reason than most to love it.
I heard you had to kind of change your appearance a bit to really get into the role. What was it that you had to do?
Firstly, I look a little bit more like Winston Churchill than I realized. I was not all that happy about that.
But he's quite a bit shorter.
He's much shorter.
Yeah.
I'm 6'4", around 225 pounds. He was 5'7" and 225 pounds, so I had to change my silhouette.
Your fellow nominee, Claire Foy, people just think is the most remarkable actress. You've worked opposite so many amazing performers. What is it about her?
Well, she's a absolutely wonderful person, just big, generous-hearted. She's a mom. She has a little baby and a wonderful husband. She's just... I'm so crazy about her. If it weren't for Mary, I would run off with her. And she's just so genuine and so much fun to act with. You wouldn't think so. Most of our scenes were deadly serious, but we were bubbling with laughter like the whole time.
Enjoy tonight, both of you. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Quick break here. We're back with more. We're live from the Emmys. It's about a minute. You've got still about a minute. Hi, Laverne. How are you?
Hello, Laverne. Yes, come on up.
Hello. Can I offer you water, M&Ms, mints, anything? I've got them all. Do you have It is television's biggest night. Sam Rubin and Jessica Holmes, Megan Henderson and Doug Kolk down the red carpet. We welcome our viewers from all around the world. Really proud to provide the international feed for the Emmy Awards red carpet, and we're not alone. Laverne Cox, no stranger to the Emmy red carpet, returning as a nominee again tonight. You tell me, you just saw your colleague from Orange is the New Black, Uzo, in her great outfit, and you cheered her.
Yeah. I was screaming for Uzo. She looks amazing. I love her so much. And can I tell you, the day I got my Emmy nomination, I had sort of an anxiety attack. And it's the second time you think I'd be, you're never prepared. And I was like, who can I text to help me? And I texted Uzo, and she said the most incredible stuff to me. You know, she's won 2 of these. She's, you know, old. This is old hat for her, and I love her so much.
What did she say to you, if you don't mind me asking?
She basically said that what she tries to remember is that none of this is coming from her, it's coming through her, and that she is a vessel, and that through piece allow me to release it.
That's amazing. And I would imagine that Orange is the New Black, the cast are going to be long life girlfriends forever.
Yeah.
That you could always call and get advice no matter where you're at in life.
Absolutely. It's been really wonderful to be such a part of a woman-centric show, and there's so much woman-centric television on the air right now that I'm so proud to be a part of. TV is incredible right now, and there's so many stories that allow people to see themselves, so many stories that are sort of cautionary tales about what could happen in the world, and stories that celebrate the human spirit and humanity.
Laverne, enjoy tonight. You look beautiful.
You look
it's nice to have you.
By the way, I'm wearing Naeem Khan, Lorraine Swartzer, the diamonds, and this is my new nail collection from Orly Nails. My collaboration is called Celebrate Yourself, OrlyBeauty.com, or you can go to my Instagram page at Laverne Cox.
There you go, Laverne.
You got it all in.
You did.
Off you go. Thank
you.
Congratulations on your nomination.
Here comes Shailene Woodley from Big Little Lies.
Shailene.
Here is Shailene. Here we go.
Hi, Shailene.
How are you?
Hi, lovely. You're
It's Emerald. It's Emerald meets Emerald.
Okay, Big Little Lies, juicy, good stuff.
Thank you.
People love it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, super juicy.
And to work with Nicole Kidman and Renee, you know,
Reese Witherspoon, everybody.
Reese Witherspoon,
what was it, the cast or the material? As you determine what the things you're going to do, because I think so many opportunities are coming your way now, what's the criteria for selection?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of everything. You have to have everything. The material has to be on point, I believe. But you have a cast like that and a director like Jean-Marc Vallée and our cinematographer. Every single component of the show, from the kids who were cast to our director to the HBO, came together in a really beautiful way, and that's the reason why I believe the show was such a success. It was every single moving puzzle piece just fit together.
And the intention was, we're going to do this miniseries, and then that's it. And then, I don't know, I would say almost based on fan demand, people want more.
Everyone seems to want more. I mean, it would be, I'm not complaining. I would love to do a second season.
Have they talked about it? Do we know if we will get more?
Everyone seems to think there will be a second season, except for the people who did the show.
There you are. But you've been very busy. I have a friend who actually worked on it, a movie, if I understand it correctly, like outside of Fiji and Bali and New Zealand, and a lot of it on the water.
Yeah.
Sounds like a really ambitious project.
Yeah, I'm actually still in the middle of filming it, so I'll leave back later today to go finish filming. We spent the last 3 months in the middle of the ocean on a broken sailboat, and it's been magical and wild and an experience I'll never forget.
Some of the most beautiful places you've seen, can you tell us?
Yeah, I mean, beautiful places, but we've literally been like 17 hours on the ocean, and so as you can imagine, the weather is the weather. There's no controlling it, so we'll get stuck in storms or giant swells, and then sometimes the ocean will be glass. It's been a spiritual experience, to say the least, yeah.
Well, this is a spiritual experience of a different sort. Enjoy the Emmys tonight. Shailene, really nice to see you.
Thank you, Shailene.
Thanks so much.
You guys have fun tonight.
You
okay,
bet.
bye-bye.
Here comes Issa Rae. Boy, do we love your show, Issa. Nice to see you.
Hi. So nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Insecure. Your billboards are all over town.
They are.
Is that cool?
It's great to see my face upside down. You know, I don't get to see that often. So I'm just happy. It's my city. So to be able to have pictures of the show that I'm doing in the city that I grew up with is an honor.
And the story of the success you've had in your city is really extraordinary. And I don't know, was there a demarcation point where, hey, this is a web thing, now it's way more than a web thing. It's going to be this show that a lot of people are going to see and produced so beautifully.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a natural progression, but, you know, I'm a very impatient person, but seeing that, you know, people are actually enjoying the show, and, you know, even my web series, people felt like it was legitimate, but there's something about having a show on television that legitimizes your career. So I've just been, so fortunate to have that opportunity.
I also heard that you're one of the new faces of CoverGirl.
I am. Thank you very much. CoverGirl took a chance on a regular girl, so it's a high honor.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know what? Another beauty icon is Sofia Vergara right here.
She's a CoverGirl
so
too.
Say hi to her. She's saying hi. Say hi to Issa Rae.
Hey, I thought you were bringing me up there. I just want to say hi. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. I love your dress. Thank you.
Issa, enjoy tonight. Thank you so
Issa.
much.
Such
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.
Really nice to see you. Thanks so much.
Congratulations.
Here she comes.
Hi, Sophia.
How are you?
Good.
How are you?
Beautiful. You look beautiful.
As do you. Do you ever tire of this? I think you've walked this 8 years in a row.
No, I don't try to get tired of anything because that would be ungrateful. I try to embrace and appreciate because in this business, one day you're famous, the other day nobody remembers.
But you're really smart. You're a very savvy business person as well. You've done a lot of work that people aren't aware of.
Yeah, because I know time flies and life is short, so I like to take advantage of everything. Modern Family is my priority, 8 years nominated. It has allowed me to do so many things. Now I'm launching one of my favorite things ever because I'm helping women with Emmy, that is Empowered by You company. It's a subscription underwear company that is going to help empower women all over the world to get their own businesses. So I'm very excited for this year.
Did you always see this for yourself when you were a younger girl? Did you say, I know I'm going to one day be huge?
No.
I'm going to be a star.
I was always huge. No, I thought I was going to be a dentist. I went to dentist school, yeah. But, once I started working, I knew I wanted to make the best out of it. And I also had a lot of responsibilities. I was a young mom. My son Manolo is here with me.
Manolo!
Yeah. He's like,
handsome. Hi.
And he has good teeth, too.
Yeah, he has good teeth, too. Yeah, I made it
Would Mom have been a good dentist?
A dentist?
She wanted to be.
She is my dentist. She still does things for me sometimes when mine's busy.
Sophia, enjoy tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sophia.
See you guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Here comes Allison Janney.
Allison Janney.
Hi. So if this is like a sport,
we'll help.
here, there we go. If this is like a sporting event, she's got 1 million awards. Julia has 1 million awards. Tonight somebody sets a record. Blah 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 blah. What about all that?
Someone's going to go home with a black eye.
Uh-oh. It's getting real.
That's all I'm saying. Someone's going
that has nothing to do with the Emmys at all.
No.
It's your mean right hook, which we've always heard about.
I do have one. I've been ready. There's so many other women in this category who deserve to. This is a great category of women. Some of them, my friends, my heroes. Pam Adlon has been a friend of mine for a long time, and to see her have this great success, her show is amazing. And Lily and Jane, Tracy, Ellie, they're all amazing women.
Well, you've been friends with a lot of, I think, of Tate Taylor and Octavia and people that you've been friendly with for a very long time. It must be very gratifying. You know what? Talent and good fortune has smiled on you, and now so many of your friends are coming along too.
Truly, it's amazing. And now, my friend Stephen Rogers wrote the movie I, Tonya, and he wrote me a part in it, and it's getting...
People are raving.
Yeah.
This is the new movie with Margot Robbie, but people are raving about your performance. When we do our Oscar red carpet show, we're going to be talking to you there too.
There you go.
I love you.
See?
But just the fact that all these people that we grew up with, Tate and Octavia and Stephen Rogers, we all have grown up together, and to see everyone having success is truly, it's the most gratifying thing in the world. I'm so
what
happy.
people say about Allison, which she may not know behind her back, is what an amazing, lovely woman she is, and everybody is.
And how deeply supportive she is. Let's sing your praises in front of you.
And say the
so
nicest things
sweet.
about you.
My mother would be very, very happy to hear that right now.
I think your mother's going to be happy later tonight too.
Yeah.
I don't, no. I'm not going to say anything, but I brought my nephew here tonight, right there, and he's never been. It's so much fun to bring someone.
Which ingenue actresses does he want to meet?
Oh, yeah.
Niall, come here.
Niall, who do you want Andy to hook you up with?
Who do you want to meet tonight? Do you have anyone like?
Listen, I mean, we'll see how this all goes tonight, but Rashida Jones is my gal. That's it.
Ooh, good choice. Good choice.
Good choice. I think she's presenting an award tonight, so I'm sitting pretty close to the stage.
He's gonna make a plan.
He's got a plan already. You know, I can't. I remember at the Oscars, Adam Horowitz from Counting Crows came with his mother, and he's like, "I'm walking in with my mom. I'm not leaving with her."
I love
Enjoy
that line.
tonight.
I'm sticking with
All
it.
right, very good.
You would do that to your
You
auntie.
have total permission
I
to
don't want
not
to cause
leave
an
with me.
incident.
Enjoy tonight, you guys. Thanks so much.
Listen, thank you.
Thanks so much. All right, bye-bye. Thank you.
Great to see you as always.
Here comes Michael Kenneth Williams, a nominee for the night of. Very careful not to step on Allison's dress.
You know what?
Hello, sir.
Nominated for a supporting actor limited
Sir,
series tonight,
yes,
but that was very gentlemanly of you. You waited for the dress to go.
You have to. You have to, man. I was raised properly.
No question about it. Big show. People have a great reaction to it. Your cast has been here. You tell me. You excited? How do you feel walking in here?
I am very excited. You know, and walking here is it's a pretty electrifying experience, I will say the least.
Tell you what, sir, enjoy tonight.
Yeah,
have a great time. Thanks so much. Good
have
to see you.
fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great to meet you. Good.
My 90-year-old mom is my date. You know, what could be worse, right? Come on, man, right?
Have a good time. Thanks so much.
Take care.
All right, John Oliver, the moment he's been waiting for his entire life.
Hello. How are you?
John, how exciting is this to be on with us live all across the country, around the world?
It's nice to be on with you, and it's nice to follow Omar as well.
I like the choice in tux.
Thank you very much. If you think I chose this, you really do not know me. This was put on me.
Here's the thing.
with it.
You have this incredibly funny show, but you also are really doing journalism nobody else is doing. Was that the intent?
Well, not that nobody else is doing. Lots of people are doing good journalism. We have journalists who work for us. I would not characterize what we do as journalism, but they're very, very rigorous with the standards that they hold us to. Yeah.
And what excites you every day when you go into work? What is it most that drives you?
Well, you know, it's hard. Like, it's not boring. Like, as long as you feel like, in any job, right, as long as you feel like you have a learning curve, things are exciting, and because you feel like you're learning all the time. And my learning curve still feels very steep.
All right, let me orchestra row J. Yeah. I think you could get a better seat, John.
I think I feel like I deserve much later in the alphabet than J.
That's pretty good.
We're going to keep talking to John, but a quick break here. We're going to be back more live from the Emmys in just a minute.
Thanks so much.
No worries.
Welcome back. We are live from the Emmys red carpet. You can see Nicole Kidman there, Laura Dern, all the red carpet excitement in full swing, Doug.
Yeah, but I have to say all the talk is around the favorite for Outstanding Actress in a Drama, Elizabeth Moss.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's truly an honor to be nominated, isn't it?
I know, everybody says that, but the thing is, it actually is really true. When you look around at all the incredible people here that are so talented, it really is, it's an incredible company to be in.
And of course, Handmaid's Tale, what a special show to be a part of.
Thank you.
And were you surprised at all about the immediate critical acclaim? Did you feel like it was going to be a build, or did you know that this was a home run?
You can never anticipate, you know, how these things are going to go. And the fact that it caught on so quickly in such a big way, it meant so much to people. We never could have anticipated that. So, yeah, I was surprised.
This is a story that's been done many times before, but to do it the way it was done now, to absolute perfection, it takes so many intricate parts.
Yeah, it really is. That's why we share in all of our nominations. You know, it's like a family, and we feel so proud of every single person and everybody, and anyone who didn't get nominated. I mean, it's a really, truly group effort, this show, so.
Where do you put all these Emmys?
Oh, I don't have any yet, so I don't know.
T-minus, what, how many hours?
You do come to a lot of award shows, though.
I do.
Tell us, okay, so for the viewers at home, what's the most exciting part of an award show?
Meeting people that you really admire and that you've been watching on TV.
And who are you excited to meet?
I've never met Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who is from my favorite show, Veep. So I've actually weirdly I don't think I've ever met her, so I would like to meet her.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Best of luck tonight. Thank you.
Oh, look at that. Emmy Love happening over here. Sam and Jess will send it over to you.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, from one award winner to another, how great to have Tracy Ullman here. And you were saying the two you want to see tonight on the carpet that you haven't seen yet are?
Dave Chappelle. I want to see Dave Chappelle. I love him. He's a BGB, bloody good bloke. I know, he's won his Emmy last week, so it's just lovely to be here. It really is. I'm here with my son. He bought a tuxedo.
You thought you'd never see the day?
No, as long as he doesn't chunk up too much,
Right.
Make it last for 20, 30 years, Johnny said. Yeah. In the background.
People must have extraordinary admiration for the work you're continuing to do and all the work that you've done.
I'm just thrilled to be here. It's smashing. I mean, it's, to borrow an old Jerry Belson line, it's my first nomination in color. One of my writers said years ago. It's what it feels like. Remember, it used to be at Pasadena.
Right, I remember that.
You didn't make your own frock. People used to come in like tube tops. So.
Oh, the horror. Oh, my goodness.
I love that line. Enjoy tonight. Congratulations to you.
It's so lovely to see you.
Such a pleasure. Thank you. Have fun with your son. Yes.
A smooch between.
Yeah, Jeffrey Rush.
Make the introduction.
Introducing, big head. Give it up.
Einstein amongst us. Nice to see you, sir.
Unknown fact.
Yeah.
Tracy Ullman and I played Titania and Oberon, the king and queen of the fairies, at a Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, Shakespearean Freud Playhouse fundraiser 15 years ago.
She's extraordinarily.
That's for the buffs.
She's extraordinarily talented. And was she your Shakespearean equal?
She was amazing. It was a slightly quirky queen of the fairies. Wasn't gauzy and old school romantic.
What did you learn about this? What did you learn about this genius that you didn't know before?
Pretty much everything. You know, I knew I was a failed physics student in my senior high school.
Like us all.
Until I joined the school drama club in year 11, and that's what took off. So I knew a little bit about his notoriety with the theories of relativity and all of that. Nothing about the domestic dilemmas and sad divorces and his remorse at being involved with the atomic bomb, the big stuff.
And Ron Howard behind the project, right?
Yeah.
How amazing.
Well, Ron is my younger brother. Well, not really. But I grew up watching a lot of American TV. And with Ron, I could have conversations about the late 50s going, did you ever watch The Rough Riders? I think there might have only been 2 series. He goes, my dad was in that. And I said, but to me, you're Opie, you're Richie, he's got to make. So he kind of called me up and said, I want you to play Einstein. hand-plucked.
And thus Emmy's beckon.
And here you are.
Jeffrey, enjoy tonight.
Thank
Good
you,
to see you.
Jeffrey.
Thank
Pleasure.
you.
Congratulations.
Nice to see you, Jeffrey.
Thank
Thank
you.
Oh, here comes Ann Dowd.
Ann Dowd?
With just a couple of Emmy nominations under her belt.
Oh, just a few.
How are you?
Very well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're beaming. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's astonishing, actually. It's a world I am not particularly familiar with, and it's pretty extraordinary.
Okay, your work in The Handmaid's Tale, when we talked to you last, you said what you would do for some of the gals that maybe were not on the, every time on set, that you made them think that you were your character, and you put the fear of God into them, and then you got better work out of everybody.
Well, I think our wonderful handmaids that have not read the script, they haven't been given the script, they're all phenomenal.
Right.
So you just like to get us all on the same page, you know what I mean?
Get them up to speed.
And then tell them, hey, you're doing a beautiful job. Don't worry about a thing, we're all good,
Do you come down from this 3 or 4 days from now, or when do you think?
I better come down from it before Friday, because we're shooting Friday.
That's what you write some of your
colleagues. That's a good, get your feet on the ground. That's the way to. And I have, my youngest boy is 12 at home. I've got to get back to being his mama, so, that's grounding.
Duty calls.
Yes, indeed.
Terrific, and enjoy tonight.
Congratulations, Ann.
All the best to you. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you, honey.
too.
Well, we were chatting with Ann. Nicole Kidman came by and said hello. And then I think Samira's being pulled our way. Here she comes. Hi there. Hey.
Hello.
How are
Hi,
you?
gorgeous.
I'm good. How are you
We're
guys?
good. How
Did you see Ann Dowd over there?
I did. She's amazing. She's the sweetest lady on earth.
Now, see, you're kind of used to this. You've walked it before.
I don't know if I'm used to it. I've done it before, but I'm definitely not used to it yet.
But it's funny because I think for a first-timer like Ann, she just can't believe it.
She should believe it. She's an amazing woman, and she deserves everything that she's going to get.
And what is it like leading up to an evening like tonight, where you've done the hard work and you've got the nominations and you're with your peers and your castmates? It's fun, exciting.
It's all of those things. It's fun. It's exciting. It's a moment to sit back and, if you can believe it or not, sort of sit back and breathe. Even though we're in these amazing dresses and suits and things, but it's the work has been done, and it's time to sit back and recognize that. And to be here with my entire cast, having the show being nominated is, it's the pinnacle.
Yeah.
It really is.
And then Handmaid's Tale back to work. My gosh.
For Ann, it was Friday.
Yeah. We've been back already. So I think first day of actual filming is Tuesday.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. But then at least it's not Monday, because you want to be able to enjoy tonight.
I heard
wake
some
up
other
late.
shows might be Monday. So.
Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown is a call at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
It seems almost cruel, doesn't it?
Sterling.
But they said he's the pro that could handle it. He'll come in. He'll know
of course he is. Of course. Yeah.
Well, gosh, congratulations. Such great work.
Yeah.
Nice to see you tonight.
Such a pleasure. You too. You too. Love the dress.
We're negotiating, wrangling J.J. Abrams. Doug Kolk and Megan Henderson are at the other end of the aisle. How great to have that conversation with Elizabeth Moss. More beautiful people making their way into the Emmy red carpet. It didn't take long. We started our show at 2 in the afternoon. And about Jessica, a half an hour in, kaboom. It
You're
really
right.
just took off.
You know what they said was a little different, and maybe... Okay, Doug and Megan, but they served champagne last year in the beginning, and they said that held people up too much, so they didn't do it this year.
We're wrestling Colin Jost as well, but there's a Seth Meyers.
Hey, Seth.
Let's talk to Megan and Doug. How are you guys doing?
We are doing fantastic. I'm telling you, there are so many people walking by. We're like, stop.
Not to interrupt you, but by the way, we happen to have Milo Ventimiglia just walking by here right now.
There
so
you
that's
go.
how far apart we are, Sam and Jess.
But it's getting really busy.
It's a backlog right here. So now all the celebrities that you spoke with, we can now catch them down here. So let's see who else we can spot out in this crowd. Well, we just saw Viola Davis walk by. Sam and Jess, let's send it back to you for now and see what's going on at the top of the carpet.
All right, Doug and Megan, thanks so much for that. My friend, fellow Region 69 soccer coach and referee, the great J.J. Abrams. Do you, as a director in the new Star Wars movie on the way that you'll be doing, is there a slight bit of casting in your head as you look around and see basically every star imaginable?
It's hard not to be a little starstruck when you look around and you see everyone around. You realize how many, as you were saying before we went on camera, how many beautiful people are here. There are an
It's
enormous
kind of
amount of-
ridiculous.
and also obviously incredibly talented. So it's always a little bit intimidating.
But they don't want to talk to you.
No one wants to talk to me. No, remember I begged you to talk to me right now.
Because
no one wants this
here's the thing
conversation.
about JJ. We've heard from your buddy Greg Grunberg that you bring your friends along. That you, when you work with people, you work with them again and again and again.
Yeah, that is true.
And he loves you for it.
Well, Greg's got something on me, so that's really no. Greg Grunberg is since kindergarten my best friend. So he's a bit of a not a lucky charm. He's just a wonderful talent and one of the funniest guys of all time.
Were you making pretend movies as a kindergartner, like in the backyard, directing things, doing things?
We made little Super 8 movies, and I have, and they were always like really weirdly violent because they were, it's a way of getting at. So I have movies where, we killed Greg in a lot of different ways.
Right.
So we could put together a little
Now,
film clip.
after this incredibly warm reception for the first Star Wars movie that you did, which is, the roll of the dice of all time, but with a wonderful result, Here You Go Again. Was that an easy yes or a hard yes, or?
The idea of working again in that world with these people, with Kathy Kennedy, with this extraordinary cast, that part of it was very easy. But like you say, you can't go into it blind. You can't approach it with rose-colored glasses. You have to go into it understanding it's a huge challenge, and yet one that I cannot wait to get my hands on.
Well, the whole Star Wars world feels the same way. JJ, good to see you.
Pleasure, JJ. Thank you. Nice to see you as well.
We're going to take a quick break here. And Liev Schreiber on the way, and a lot more. Boy, there's more stars than we can count.
I know. Can't keep up. Oh, is that the lovely Claire Foy? It might be. We're going to take a quick break live from the Emmys.
Welcome back. We're live from the Emmy. Sam River to Jessica Holmes, Megan Henderson, Doug Koch down the way. And right here, young Kai Schreiber and his father, Liev Schreiber, TV's Ray Donovan, a nomination tonight.
Yes, very excited.
Show is great. Are you happy with it?
I'm very happy with it.
This is the thing that Stephen Bauer and others of your colleagues have told us.
What's that?
That Ray is closed, and Liev never stops talking.
Yeah, I suppose on set maybe. I'm not quite as loquacious in front of television cameras.
Are you the kind of guy that goofs around on set and jokes around, has some laughs?
Yeah, no, in February we're all having plenty of laughs and fun.
Okay.
Come see me around June, July. Things change.
Well, because here's the thing I think people don't necessarily appreciate, and there's a lot of night in your show. So those are, you tell me, 12-hour day, 14-hour day, 16-hour day?
I mean, we average about a 12-hour day. We'll do 3 or 4 14-hour a day per week.
Yeah.
It's a tough schedule. I'm very, very happy to be off right now and hanging with the boys.
That's great. Woody Allen movie on the docket for you. Here's the thing. You tell me, for an actor, is the greatest circumstance to have that long break, knowing you've got another great job ahead, Ray Donovan returning. That must be terrific. That's a good feeling, I bet.
The best feeling is knowing you've got a long break ahead and you can hang out with these guys.
Yeah.
That's the best feeling.
Do the kids see the work? Not Ray Donovan,
No.
maybe.
But I did My Little Pony, and we've got Isle of Dogs coming.
There you go.
And what else, Kai, that you can see that I've done? Oh, you saw Wolverine, right? That was you weren't supposed to see that, but.
Make an exception.
Now, Tracy Ullman, excuse me, was it Tracy Ullman was here with her son? No, Allison Janney was here with her nephew. And there were the various actresses he came that he wants to meet. Are you starstruck at all? Is there anybody you guys are looking to see?
Kai, who do you want to meet tonight?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, we met
She was just here. She's got
just
the.
here.
You know what? You guys would make a very cute picture. She's got the most beautiful dress. It's this big. She looks like Cinderella.
We got to catch her.
All right, we'll let you go.
All right.
Enjoy tonight.
That'll put in a good word. Thank you.
That'll
Yeah,
put in a good
pleasure.
word.
Thank you, Kai.
There's an next to us are the folks from the Ellen Show, and it's an
Leo's
ongoing.
taking a shot.
But I think it's a shot of water.
Yeah.
To be. Yeah. There's Gabrielle Carteris from the head of SAG. You know what? Just a couple moments ago, it's busy red carpet. We had a conversation with Judith Light from Transparent. We're going to press a button and share that chat with Judith with you right now. Judith Light, no stranger to the Emmy red carpet. People love your show, and the Emmys love your show.
Yes, I know. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud to be a part of it, I have to say.
And I tell you what, unbelievably great from the get-go, and the quality is kept up. How hard is that to do?
It's really difficult to do, and we have such an amazing team of people. I mean, you know, Jill Soloway is our visionary, our creator. And she's the one that really sets forth where we're going to go. And she puts together a writing team that makes all that possible. And then she gives us the room to move and grow. And it's just so incredibly exciting. It's probably the most exciting television that I've gotten to do in recent years.
And your episode on the cruise ship broke my heart. You know, you're the mom and you want to hang out with your kids, and then the Alanis Morissette moment. Is that the moment that you submitted for your Emmy nomination?
Yeah, I did. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That was Jill's sister, Faith Soloway.
Really?
She worked with me on that. She's an incredible musician, and so we worked together on that. And I said to them, why hand in my pocket from Alanis Morissette? And they said, just trust us. We're not going to do it like she did. And Alanis is a fan of the show, and she's an extraordinary person. And she said, yes, do this song. And so we did it a whole different way.
This is so great. Judith, enjoy tonight. Congratulations.
Judith, we love you, and every child of the 80s loves you for Who's the Boss and always will.
That's just
Millie Bobby Brown there, looking like Cinderella, and the belle of the ball, it's Mr. and Mrs. Alec Baldwin. There he is.
Come in here with him.
Hi, how are you?
Are you good? We're good. Yes, yes.
Husband, nervous or excited? He's going to get an Emmy tonight, at least one.
I think he's nervous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But you know, you come here and you know, we don't live in LA as much as we might, and visit here as much as we might. We live in New York, so it's and we got 3 kids. So we got to bring our whole family to California. It's a bit of an excursion, you know, but it's always nice to see people I don't get to see as much anymore. You know, in New York, we run into the same guy in this business every week. We see Bobby Cannavale at the coffee shop every week. That's it.
Just Bobby.
Our neighbor is just Bobby. There's Bobby Cannavale once a week. That's all I got.
But tonight, and I imagine this is, are people congratulating you for this interpretation, this performance?
Well, I think that in the way that doing it resonates with people who were very frustrated, to say the least, in this community and beyond, I've got a very positive response from people. That's been great.
And when we had talked to you a few months back, and we were amazed at the fact that the President Trump impersonation, Lorne Michaels was saying, hey, showtime in a little bit, and you really hadn't even worked out the character.
No.
You just kind of went with it.
No, I still haven't.
No,
so I should be getting an Emmy tonight if I do get one for the most incomplete performance by an actor in a supporting role.
That's how good you are. He doesn't have to prepare a lot. He feels his way into things.
Right. And will he accept this award tonight as Donald Trump or as Alec Baldwin? What do you think?
I don't know, but I hope you thank Donald Trump for it.
You should thank Donald Trump.
Thank him, yeah.
My God, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even write that into
Why should he thank Donald Trump?
Why are you sandbagging me now and telling me that now? We've been in a car for hours together.
I'll find
it took us 9 hours to drive here.
You can
Why don't you
add
tell
it
me?
in. It'll be fine.
When you spend the 9 hours driving here, are you glad you don't live here?
Well, you know, I had a home here, and my wife and I, we flip-flop about this. I had a home here, and we'd go back and forth for 30 years. I had an address in L.A., and now I don't. And I mean, I love to work here. I love to shoot here. We probably will get a home here and spend more time here because it's, with little kids, the winter in New York is tough. But I remember when I lived here, I mean, we're older now. And when I lived here, you used to be able to take those surface streets like Olympic and Pico into town and beat some of the Santa Monica freeway traffic when I lived on the west side. And those days are over. This place is wall to wall.
No. First of all,
the whole country moved here.
Let me tell you something. He's wrong on 2 points.
Okay.
They say that New York traffic is worse, and it is. And number 2, he doesn't want to use any apps for traffic. So there you go.
All right,
Does Alec not ask for directions, is what
he
you're
doesn't, and he is like
My
lost
wife
a lot
wants
of the
to
time.
kick me with that generational thing every 15 minutes, it seems. I don't use Waze, I don't use apps. Plus, let's face it, my wife wants to come here because her favorite workout place is in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
She'd like me to just buy the Beverly Wilshire Hotel, and we just live there on the top floor.
I think that's extreme.
Okay, that's extreme. But
Would you, all things being equal, and we're not trying to sort out your entire lives right now, would you like to move here? I think you would.
I looked at a school the other day.
That's how it starts. That's how it starts.
I can give you plenty of recommendations.
Well, I'm gonna call you. We'll have a whole conversation.
Any jitters or nerves going in tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. You never expect an award or want an award. I'll never forget. You'll love this. I got nominated for an Oscar. I did this movie, The Cooler, and I had these people call me, and Marty Engels, who was married to Shirley Jones, called me and said, I got a group of people, we watch the movies together, we vote as a block for the Oscars, and you got all of our votes. Red Buttons, Shirley, all of us in our gang. Eva Marie Saint, we're all voting for you, Alec. And I thought, I'm in, I'm done. Red Buttons won for Sayonara, I'm in, I've been anointed. And then Tim Robbins won, I thought, I'm never getting my hopes up for an award.
Damn that Red Buttons.
Damn that Red Buttons put a jinx on me. Anyway.
Enjoy tonight.
You
So
guys
good to
so
see you.
much.
Thank you, Alex, so much.
We hope
Very
to see
nice
you in
meet
LA soon.
Tell me the
okay?
school.
Okay.
Excellent. That's the best one. That's where you want to go. That would be it.
You
She
approve?
picked a good one.
Okay.
She
Bye,
picked a
you
really
guys.
good one. Jimmy Kimmel is here. Vanessa Bayer. That was so great to. But you know what? And I think this speaks to his sort of veteran
Yeah.
status. He's relaxed.
Oh
Alec
my
Baldwin.
goodness. Alec Baldwin, he's so much fun. He's so laid back and down to earth. Then again, looking at Shailene Woodley, who we had the chance to talk to from
Just
Big
a
Little
while
Lies
ago.
just a little while ago.
Jimmy Kimmel has done what we often offer to our guests here on the platform. He has a whole thing of chocolates and coffee and things. He'll chat with us in just a moment. You know, while we're waiting for Jimmy Kimmel, I don't know if Megan and Doug, if it's getting more and more intense at your end of the carpet. They're closer to the entrance to the auditorium. And maybe this sort of star gridlock that they're experiencing.
What's going on with you guys?
You know what? This is the part where everybody's slowly starting to rush in and get to their seats because we're getting really, really close. You know what's been especially, though, interesting to watch is who really, really knows how to work the red carpet. You've been to a lot of these red carpet premieres, and I would say probably the best people when it comes to working the carpet have been the kids from Stranger Things.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and one of the things that really makes Stranger Things work is the kid dynamic on the show.
Absolutely.
And moments ago, we spoke with Gaten Matarazzo. He's one of the kids. Listen here.
All right, look who we're joined by, one of the stars of Stranger Things. Gaten, it's great to see you.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for having me.
You know, Gaten, I expected you to ride your BMX through here.
Right? I was thinking about bringing it. I thought it would take up a little bit too much space, make things a little more hectic, you know. Thought it'd be better to just keep things a little more relaxed. I think bike tricks would be a little rough.
How surprised were you over the success of Stranger Things? I mean, this thing is a phenomenon.
It's wonderful, and I was very surprised, to be honest. At first, it was a very small project. Not a lot of big names a part of it. Of course, Netflix is amazing, and of course, it's wonderful to be a part of their network. But especially because it didn't have that much advertising. I never saw a commercial for it. I only saw one billboard on Sunset, but like down way far away from like the city. So it was really awesome to see that. Like, is that traditional one you see? Like, it's kind of like painted.
Oh yeah.
Of all of us. Yep. That was the first poster that I saw, and I'm really grateful that it's been as successful as it was.
And you're so VIP now. I was saying, who dressed you? You've got designers knocking down your door.
This isn't a clip-on.
No, it's not a clip-on. This is a tie. Yeah, Ted Baker actually styled me, which is awesome because I love these shoes. I'm just gonna like.
Oh yeah, put them on. Look at this. Still with the tag on it. I love it.
Right.
I love it.
You're not sorry.
Looking fantastic. And you know what I love best about getting to? I said, what's your next project? What are you working on? And what did you say?
I'm not working on much right now. Maybe.
You're working on school.
I'm working on school.
You said
That's
school.
right. Yes, I
That's
did
a
school.
great answer.
That's right.
Yes.
Sophomore year, man. Geometry, U.S. history, literature.
I mean, are you like a lock for most popular?
I don't know about that. You know, at my school, everyone's very supportive, but you know, they make sure that they keep the whole industry out of it because I just want to be there to be a regular kid.
Well, you go have a great time tonight, Kate.
And we all look forward to season 2, October 27th, right?
See you. Bye, Kate. Such a pro. Sam and Jess with another one of our favorites.
Okay, you guys, Sam is pitching ideas to Jimmy.
Now that Jimmy Kimmel needs my help.
He skipped to the next award show. Sam,
like,
let's focus on the Emmys here.
Let's focus on the Emmys. Are you envious of Stephen Colbert? You've hosted the Emmys very successfully, I should add.
I wish I could have been up all night working on jokes, yes. I wish I could have been here since 7 a.m. No, I'm not envious at all, no.
Well, they say it's a thankless job, Jimmy. Is that true?
It's not true. It's really not true. You get a lot of, if it goes well, people do a lot of thanking you. In fact, there's no job less thankless than this job that we're doing here.
Do you think, you know, and people talk about this with the Oscars, and by the way, just fantastic work there, Emmys, which is the tougher room?
The Oscars is a little harder. It's more formal, and I think there are people are wearing outfits in which you cannot move your arms without something
Very
ripping.
robotic, right?
So the Oscars are a little bit tougher, yeah.
Let's talk fanny pack.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Jimmy,
this is a new addition.
Camera one will pan down, and because here's the thing, it's a long night, 3 hours at minimum.
Yeah.
And what's inside your fanny pack?
Well,
Or
thank
is
you
that
for
a personal
asking, Sam. You know, people wear cummerbunds, and they serve no purpose. And I guess at one time they were supposed to catch crumbs when you're eating, but now I bring my own crumbs in the form of nuts and little Reese's peanut butter.
I love a Reese cup, yeah.
Kind bars and all sorts of things I have.
Got a lot of stuff there, and it's all for you, or are you going to share?
Well, I should share?
No, I'm not saying you have to.
Yeah, I guess no. I figured I'd share because people get mad if you don't share.
Yeah, it's a long show.
You're
just
used
the
to
guy
this
to sit
because
next
of your acclaim as a talk shows. Take us to the break if you would. It's called Live from the Emmys.
Hey, we're live from the Emmys. We're live? This
is really live.
Nonsense was on television?
Right, Jimmy.
Thank you, Sam. And again, we're live from the Emmys. We're going to show some commercials here. They're going to be really terrific. And then you come back and you're going to see the kid from Stranger Things again.
I've got plain or peanut M&Ms.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah,
Look at Nicole Kidman. Wow.
Hang on 1 second. They're going to press a button and we'll be all set to go.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Have you which stars have you seen that have thrilled you the most?
Nicole Kidman,
Sure.
who was just
I know.
Jeffrey Wright, right? Like, it's so many. It's like my favorite show to watch so much TV.
Finally, someone who's not complaining that there's too much TV. Vanessa Bayer watches all of it.
I watch all of it.
What do you love the most?
I loved Big Little Lies. I loved Westworld. Veep. I love. There's so much. I watch so much TV.
Do you always watch TV then thinking of impersonations as well?
Well, sometimes it happens, but I would always try and be like, I'm watching TV, so this is work. It's like it doesn't count as just watching TV. It's homework. Exactly.
22 nominations for SNL.
Yes.
Which is extraordinary.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's really cool.
And then you quietly said farewell to the show.
I did.
Why not a big, telethon and farewell? Why the quiet departure?
I guess I was just so, I just love them so much, and I wanted to be cool.
Yeah.
You were the coolest.
Yeah.
And now you're a big shot movie star.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Is that, because I think of sort of the rough and tumble world of SNL versus these major movies you've worked on.
Right,
Is it a better trailer, better food? What's the difference?
Well, I'll tell you, on certain days the SNL food is really good, and depending on the movie or the other, shows, the food's off and on, but yeah, I mean, the food varies, but I will say I'm doing a movie right now with someone from Game of Thrones, and the first thing I asked was, how's the food?
Oh, yeah.
Vanessa Bayer with us, of course, from SNL, a nominee tonight. This movie you're doing, describe the food that you are receiving now.
Okay, well, we were in Eastern Europe, or we've been in Eastern Europe, so it's a lot of salmon and a lot of, sauces.
Huh. Okay.
I think that's actually really sums it up.
Okay. No bread or potatoes or.
There's bread and there's potato. Okay. Not a ton of dry vegetables, more saucy. Yeah.
Where was this? What country?
Serbia and Croatia. Okay. So yeah.
So here the big deal about being a Vanessa Bayer, of course, SNL darling, and now major movie star.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, SNL, very New York-centric, very based in New York.
Yes.
Now, as this world-renowned actress, you have this passport all around the world.
I know.
Right, totally. And trying all the snacks and reporting back.
That's the important thing. Where have the best snacks been?
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, commercials have the best snacks.
Oh, commercial budgets.
I want aspiring actors to know, if you do a commercial, the food's never going to get better.
I had a conversation with Bill Hader where he said, so what about all the acclaim?
Right.
Commercials, it's like better food, better dough.
Yeah, your trailer in a commercial is like it's like the size of a home. And the food's very good.
Do you want to pitch yourself for any commercials right now? Is there an endorsement you'd like to be doing?
Oh, wow.
Jim, give me the M&Ms.
Oh, the mints, Altoids. You could totally nail that.
Here we go.
Oh, can I actually have some of these?
Yes, please.
I feel like I want to do a fake commercial for this, but I also want to get paid by Altoids, so sorry.
Right, why waste it?
Why waste it?
But if they want to pay me,
you got it.
I'll be pretty
and fresh
and good at it.
Enjoy tonight. Congratulations to you. Take them. Nice to see you. You bet. Megan Henderson and Doug Kolk, I tell you what, all of a sudden, and it's like this wave, they all came, and now they've went.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you can see kind of like the stragglers who are rushing to get in and get their photos taken before it's time to sit in their seats. All right, Doug Kolk, this is your first official live award show red carpet. How's it been?
Well, I have to admit something. For years, I've watched you and Sam and Jess on the red carpet from the back seat, and I've been awfully jealous. It looks like you guys have so much fun out here, and now, they say you're always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Right.
I finally have my wedding dress.
You've earned your stripes, you've earned your wedding dress, and okay, a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of difficulty, comparing this versus the course of American Ninja Warriors, which I know you did recently. How's that for a segue?
I think I did better at this.
Okay, you did better at this. So what? Tell us some background. American Ninja Warriors.
They set up the obstacle course at Universal Studios, and I gave it a whirl. And I have to tell you, after you're about to see this story, I thought I was going to be eliminated right away.
Right.
I actually made it a little further than I thought I would have.
I need to see this.
Oh, go ahead.
When American Ninja Warrior heads to town, that's my cue to start intense training. Last time, let's just say, it didn't go over too well.
A great effort! It's over! It's over already! It was the stairs, wasn't it, Doug?
It was the stairs.
I'm ready to redeem myself.
And here we go! Not be easy. We know he's worked hard to build his strength up, but he's got to lock down. Oh, okay. Wow!
Having trouble on that dismount, but gets it. He's through. What a great moment. That sign says it all, but he's going to soldier on to block run. There it is. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Perfect balance. Truly a remarkable effort. Right up onto the battering ram. No one has made it past this fifth obstacle tonight. I love the toughness on this athlete. Battering ram, though, such a challenge. You have to do a two-handed transfer because those cylinders free spinning. Oh!
Did you see the lack of explosion there? You can see the gastrocnemius did not engage, and down he goes. It looked like Sam Rubin out there giving his best effort. I loved it.
Doug Kolk, that is very impressive.
So if I'm looking like Sam Rubin out there, I hope I can somewhat look like Sam Rubin out here. You guys have been troopers. I mean, like 4 hours straight of nonstop interviews. with the biggest stars on this carpet.
It's been a good time, Doug.
Very good time.
Yeah, it
Speaking
really
of big
has been.
stars, here comes the Wizard of Lies star, Robert De Niro, making his way in.
I mean,
Yardley,
come on.
here's the great Simpson star, and you were saying, Yardley, that you came here when?
Yes, in 1992 when I won my own Emmy, one of the very first voiceover Emmys ever given.
Wow.
And they asked me this year if I wanted to come again. And I was like, hell yeah, I do. Never miss a chance to dress up.
No, that's right. And the magic of the show is that it's still relevant, it still plays.
I know. We were actually nominated for an Emmy this year.
Yeah.
We lost to Bob's Burgers, but
Drats.
Drat. But you know, it's still it really is an honor to be nominated after that would have been season 28. Season 29 is about to air.
Can you keep track? Can you think to yourself, oh, 17 was very good, and 12 was a little iffy?
You know, I will say I don't see the whole episode until it actually airs on television like the rest of the world. It takes 8 months to animate one episode. So it's so long between the time we record it and then we actually see it that half the time I go to what we call ADR, which is looping, we pick up lines. Like, I have no idea what the show is about. Yeah.
Yardley, are you a TV fan yourself? It was very funny. Vanessa Boyer was just here, and she's like, I watch everything.
Oh, yeah.
So she was well-versed.
I love true crime. I host my own true crime podcast. I love, like, The Crown was all over it. Can't wait for the next one. I'm a little squeamish when it comes to scary, but
Me too.
You know, if I have pals there to hang
You
on
can make
to,
it through.
I can muscle my way through.
Who wins an Emmy tonight?
I think Michael Kelly wins.
Okay.
I hope Claire Foy wins, but she's got some tough competition in that category.
I believe she wore pants tonight, and I love that.
Did she?
I think she did.
Girl.
Don't you love a girl that wears
Yes.
pants to the Emmys?
She's not in the white pantsuit, is she?
I think it's in black.
Wow, wow, wow. She's amazing. I voted for Ann Dowd on Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
But Alexis Bledel.
Yep, for Handmaid's
She
Tale.
won, and she's also an incredibly worthy winner, of course. But
There's a lot of worthy winners. That's the thing.
It
Is
really
that
is. It's so hard. You know, it's like comparing, bananas to hamburgers.
Right.
It's all food, but you can't really say that one performance is better than another because they are so different.
But if we've had a theme this evening, and I have said this before, the theme are these two phrases, the golden age of television or peak TV. Do you think that's true, that there's more better than there's ever been?
Yes, I do. There's so much more content that we have to serve. And I do think that those streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon have taken chances that networks haven't been able to, and they've really put the genre over the top in a really good way. Competition breeds better, I think.
Well said. Yardley, enjoy tonight. Nice to see you.
Great
Thanks so
talking
much.
to you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Have fun. Thank you. So do you. Thank
There
you
we
so
go.
much.
Oh,
well, it's been a little while.
Smiley Jeremy Piven there. And Jeremy, one of the presenters. Do you like Jeremy Piven?
I did a movie with him, an independent movie with him.
And then Chrissy Metz there.
Chrissy
What a
Metz.
great show that is.
Isn't that a great show?
It's gorgeous.
You think that's going to win Best Drama?
It's very possible. It's time. It's good to have something fresh and new, and it really ticks a lot of boxes. This Is Us.
Yep.
So I hope so.
You know what? We're going to bring you back next year as our awards expert.
I know.
We really will. Okay?
I'll be happy.
You know
Great.
your stuff.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
No, for kids, we really have to do that. No question about it, because she certainly knows her stuff.
She really does.
One thing that happens when the post-Emmy coverage are these ongoing gags that you're going to see on programs. Can we bring over our friend from Ellen? Don't be shy. Come on over here for a second. Live on TV. Oh, look. Oh, you don't want to be on TV? You were just shooting all that thing. Really? Oh.
He's
all right.
embarrassed.
He's embarrassed
Well,
about it.
You know what? He's got a really cool pair of shorts on, and you might not want to show the legs.
But he was doing a prank where he was getting various stars to drink.
Yes.
And Liev Schreiber was talking about that.
Some of it might have been real booze, some of it water.
That was the part we couldn't figure out. We're looking at some more beautiful arrivals and fashions. Oh, she is always
from Westworld.
Absolutely lovely.
Incredible.
She really is just so super extraordinarily beautiful. Gorgeous. Doug and Megan, now where you are, because again, they're closer to the entrance than we are, either people are literally at this point sprinting
Because there comes a point where you are late, and then you're getting in a
or
little
they're like, they're going to close the doors. What you guys were about to be sprinting.
No, it's true. I'll tell you what, there are a lot of publicists kind of rushing people through as fast as possible. That's what I'm noticing. Every time we try to get them to stop, the publicists give us like a very stern look.
Yeah, they're like Ann Dowd in Handmaid's Tale.
Yes, exactly. By the way, you did not get a chance, Doug Hoke, to tell me who you're wearing. You look so handsome.
I think we should start with you because you look ravishing.
Oh, you're very sweet. Twyla True Fine Jewelry, I want to thank them. This is an Ellie Saab gown. Big thanks from the Albright Fashion Library, LA. We felt so glamorous, and of course, we've got to give it all back when we're done. But it's nice to feel like a princess for the day.
I've got a Ben Sherman tie.
Nice.
And, I feel like a better man with these Bruno Magli shoes.
Look at those shoes. Well, let's see now. We got to get a shot of the shoes.
I don't even know if I can lift my leg up that high.
Because usually Doug Hoke would be wearing Converse. This we know.
Yes.
This we know. So you feel like a grown-up now, huh?
I'm all grown up.
You're all grown up.
Well, you guys served us very well. Boy, that's Julia Louis-Dreyfus' husband, Brad Hall. And did I enjoy Doug and Megan's conversation with Elizabeth Moss? That was really something. What's happening now, it's like the Rose Parade where they have the people following the horses. These are the guys doing this final sweep, and they're like, if you're going to come inside,
now they're shoving everybody off.
You better. They're literally, if you're going to come inside, you better come inside right now.
Hi, sir.
Please don't close the door.
Yep, the bodyguards are moving everybody. Security guards.
They're getting them out of the way there. I tell you what, one thing that I think has also been. Here's Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Allison Janney was very funny in the competition with her.
So those two both have won 7 Emmys. They're both up for an Emmy tonight. So whichever one wins will then tie them with Cloris Leachman.
Ties with
at
Cloris
8.
Leachman, right? And then of course both for supporting, and then now for a lead role in a comedy.
But that Allison Janney comment, somebody's going to leave with a black eye if she doesn't win. So we'll see.
You know what happens is so many of the web services watch programs such as ours, and there are always these these big headlines.
Yeah.
So that may be one of them. Somebody will leave with a black eye, or will Allison Janney's nephew actually leave with a date, which seemed to be his.
Also a question that needs to be asked.
Enjoyed very, very much. I tell you what, I think James Corden previewed it for us. Jimmy Kimmel previewed it for us. I think Stephen Colbert has a lot planned. We should tell several of the stations along the line with us that your local news will have more Emmy coverage. If you're watching in Los Angeles, KTLA will be all over it all night long. And tomorrow on the KTLA Morning News, a recap of everything we've explored this afternoon. The show itself will go backstage, a great backstage position, and so much more. Has this not been the most fun? This 3 hours, we've never had a show of such length, just flew by.
Back-to-back superstars. It was so much fun, Sam, as always on the red carpet with you. It was a good time.
Thanks so much for watching. You can tune into the Emmys on CBS in just a couple moments, and we will see you after the Emmys.